According to Payfast 2023 State of Pay reports, e-commerce has seen rapid local growth over the past few years, with 38% of merchants reporting an increase in online sales between 2022 and 2023. Joining me on Zoom is the organization's Southern Regional Managing Director, David Adams, giving insight into the digital payment ecosystem in South Africa and the new partnership with tech giant LG. David, thank you very much for joining us once more. Now, there's a lot of good news in the e-commerce space at the moment. Please talk to us about the partnership between Payfast and the consumer goods tech giant LG. What kind of impact does this have on local consumers and the digital economy at large?
Great. Well, thank you very much, firstly, for having me on the show. I think, firstly, having somebody as big and a tech giant like LG, having a direct-to-consumer strategy is firstly hugely positive for the industry, and if anything, it accelerates the growth within e-commerce and digital adoption, because you can imagine somebody like LG starting to sell directly to consumers in the e-commerce or the digital channel instills a lot of confidence. It's a brand that consumers know. It's a brand that consumers like. So it instills a lot of confidence. And so when you speak about those numbers, those growth numbers in e-commerce, it's this type of go-to-market is going to further accelerate that growth, those numbers that we've seen in the 2022 to 2023 growth. So hugely positive.
Now, just speaking on consumer confidence and the increase in online sales, can we expect more foreign investment and competitors coming in, South Africa?
I believe so, yes. I think South Africa is a positive market. South Africa has always been a market, whether that has been in the digital space, in the e-commerce space, or in the banking space. It's a market that has led when it has come to banking, when it has come to digital adoption. Certainly in the region, this has been a fairly mature market, and it's led in adoption. Innovation has been strong in South Africa. We see a lot of fintechs, some of the leading fintechs coming out of South Africa. So I think we will continue to see that happening. And lots of other countries in the region look to South Africa for that growth and that innovation. So I believe, yes, the answer is yes. We will continue to see that growth, and we will continue to see players coming to that market to take advantage of that opportunity. So which is hugely positive for our market, right? We're looking for that investment. We're looking for that growth.
David, more SMEs are taking up space and seeing the value of e-commerce, as you've mentioned. What factors do they need to consider when choosing an online payment method?
Yeah, I believe, for smaller SMEs, tech startups, I believe there's a lot they can learn when they look at the approach that the larger tech giants are taking or have taken. Larger tech giants are quite calculated in the way they go to market, and it's a lot of what they do, they hinge on data, and that data is centered around understanding their consumer and understanding who they are selling to. And it's about understanding who's the segment I'm selling to, and what does that segment look like, and in doing that, then understanding, well, what are the payment methods that those segments or the end consumers use, and what does convenience in purchasing look like? And that starts to guide, the smaller SMEs to who the payment partners are they should be using, because nobody goes out and purchases an item to make the payment. Making the payment is that's the secondary thought. So it's about making sure that the payment process is one that's convenient, making sure that is seamless, and making sure that there's enough breadth of choice and optionality for the end consumer when they're making the payment, so that that doesn't become a friction point to the end consumer. Because the last thing you want is for the actual purchase to be abandoned at the point that they want to complete the purchase, because that's a lost sale for the SME or for the merchant.
David, for startups that are looking to choose Payfast as its network provider, please show us, or talk to us rather, the processes that is involved with this aspect.
Sure. I think careful consideration should be given to safety and security, both on end consumer side, so whoever's purchasing from you as a merchant or an SME, and that's all around safeguarding the consumers or the buyers, financial details, whether they're purchasing with a card or a bank account. So let's make sure, I think it's very important for SMEs to make sure whoever they are working with, that they've got that necessary processes or systems in place to safeguard the consumer. And then in the same breath, for the SME as well, to make sure that the systems, processes are in place to safeguard you as an SME, so that your data is safeguarded. Merchants and SMEs invest a lot of time, capital, and resource in their business. So it's really important that those processes, systems are in place, not to risk the SME's business, their reputation, because that's the last thing you want, to spend months, years investing in your business only to have reputation ruined by a lot that you've invested in your business.
Well, thank you very much, David, for that, for giving us some key insights, especially just the importance for SMEs to prioritize safety and security when it comes to online payments.
Thank you very much.
That was David Adams, Southern African Regional Managing Director of Network International. That's it from me and the team. Until next time, goodbye.